thank you for supporting my last video on how I became a monk for 10 days from the life of a CEO. Now, many of my friends had all these questions that I wanted to address, and I wanted to do a conclusion video. This will also cover my visit to Rajkot city, where I had a great time along with some of the new friends that I'd made over there in Vipassana, and I'd be visiting a beautiful museum where Mahatma Gandhi went to school for a couple of years. So here are some of my subscriber questions that I wanted to answer. How did I record this entire experience if there was no technology allowed? Could you talk to people when you were not in a meditation course, let's say when you were eating food? Is it allowed to write on the walls, or is it recommended to do so? And last but not least, a very intelligent question: if becoming a monk is an answer to productivity, then do you have to be a monk forever? Or is this something that's temporary? Let's get started. First of all, who is S.N. Goenka? S.N. Goenka is a Burmese Indian teacher of Vipassana meditation, and he was born on January 30th, 1924 in Mandalay, Myanmar, which formerly Burma. He was a successful businessman who became interested in meditation after suffering from a chronic pain. He eventually discovered Vipassana meditation and studied under a renowned teacher, 𝐀𝐫𝐯𝐢𝐧𝐝 𝐒𝐚𝐫𝐢𝐧. After completing his training, Goenka returned to India and began teaching Vipassana meditation.
Shila, Samadhi, Panya. Shila, morality. Don't perform any action at the physical or vocal level which will harm others.
He established several Vipassana centers in India and also around the world, and he developed a very systematic approach to teaching Vipassana meditation, which combined the traditional teachings of Buddha, and he kind of gave it a modern scientific approach to it as well. Goenka's teachings have been widely influential in helping popularizing this Vipassana meditation around the world. Now, he talks about how it was so scary when he initially came up with the idea of making it free, because before making it free, it used to cost a little bit of money that everybody had to pay. So he has trained thousands of teachers who have in turn taught Vipassana meditation to hundreds of thousands of people. And Goenka was known for his warm and approachable personality, and his teachings emphasized the importance of developing compassion and understanding for oneself and others. Now, he actually passed away 10 years ago, but his legacy continues through the work of many Vipassana centers and teachers around the world. S.N. Goenka was this personality who was really good at giving these discourses as well. So anywhere around the world, if you go do the Vipassana meditation, then you would be hearing his discourse in the evening at 7:10 p.m. Now, he also wrote several books. I got an opportunity after the course to go and purchase a few of the books. There's one on art of living and meditation, and then there's another one that I found really helpful. It has a lot of different stories, and then there's one on the entire technique. So I'm really excited about it. I got these books: Vipassana Meditation, Mahasati Patthana Sutta. This is the actual technique, and then the experience of impermanence. 3 good books. I paid less than $3 for it. So these are pretty inexpensive, and these are not available anywhere else, but only for people who have finished that initial 10-day course. And if you want to do Vipassana, you would have to do a 10-day course minimum. So you cannot just go ahead and apply for a 3-day course, but once you've done the 10-day course, then you can go there for like a 1-day course, or 2 days, or 30 days, or 60 days, whatever that may be. Now, next, the Rajkot Gandhi Museum. Hello everyone, welcome to the Mahatma Gandhi Museum. So along with this 10-day Vipassana, I get this opportunity in Rajkot to visit this beautiful and amazing museum, and I'm really excited because it's celebrating 50 years of the Mahatma, and it's really amazing because this is one of my favorite leaders in the entire world, and we are here to experience the greatness of Mahatma Gandhi and the original person who made the act of service popular, and obviously the leader who had the belief in doing the right thing and letting the right things happen with non-violence. Love it, beautiful, and I can just feel the atmosphere of this place with Mahatma Gandhi. So amazing, so glad to be here. 4 tickets? Hanji. Oh wow, so beautiful. The museum showcases various aspects of Gandhi's life through exhibits and photographs and manuscripts, letters and other memorabilia. This is where Gandhiji was jailed 19 times. So, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Gandhiji. He's really amazing because he understood the importance of empathy. In fact, in my MBA as well, when I went to UT, there was this screening of the movie Gandhi where they explained the importance of empathy and how Gandhiji was able to unite everybody because what he was speaking was actually for the people. He had the people in the audience in his mind and he was speaking for them. So it was really, really important. And he's got a lot of educational and cultural programs and events that were aimed at promoting Gandhi's ideas and values. And visitors to this museum can gain a deeper understanding of Gandhiji's life and his impact on India and the world, and learn about the principles of non-violence and the peace that he lived and advocated for. This is 167 years old school here where Gandhiji used to be here and study, and this was like the assembly grounds for Gandhiji. It's really, really a good experience. I would recommend if you visit Rajkot and if you visit for Vipassana experience, because there are so many other centers as well. If you really are interested in Vipassana, you could just do it anywhere you like. Then it's not a problem. Like, you should try to bake in this visit as well. What's one thing that you would say that it helped you the most, Vipassana?
In our routine life, we have forgotten we have getting this good 10 days to attend the Sibir and do very well. So it's so nice.
When did you start your discovery of Vipassana and then serving others through Vipassana?
First of all, due to help of my brother-in-law, in 2015 I just connected with this Vipassana, and at that time I did the 10 days course. It was very helpful, useful for me to make a concentration and study in everything, life-changing experience.
Wow.
And I can take the actual decision for all kind of dilemma situation.
Wow, that's amazing. So that's almost 8 years ago you first got introduced, and since then, when your brother-in-law introduced you, then you have been associated with it. So what did you do next? Once you finished your course, you saw that it's really helpful, it's really good, then what happened next?
This course is very helpful, and we are planning to expand this Vipassana to all over the India, and we are targeting to almost people connect this, and main basic is the no any religion and no any caste is connected with this vipassana. This is the pure and
Absolutely.
very
So,
holy.
any religion, any person of any sect, any age group, this is a kind of a course that I haven't seen anywhere else that applies to anyone of any religion, any intellect level as well. Everybody can benefit from this. So, like, is your brother-in-law also a trustee?
Yes, it was a trustee, but now he is the managing the center.
So that's your brother-in-law, and he manages this center. He manages other centers as well.
No, only this Rajkot center, and we are also planning to make double capacity of from current capacity.
Oh wow,
Next future within 1 year.
that's great. That's amazing. So tell me about how you go about creating a center. Let's say if you want to create another center, then you would go look for a land, and then you would develop it, and then what happens? Like the donations come,
Yes.
and from the donations you're able to earmark some money and then pay the salary. So is it like a non-for-profit?
Without profit.
The entire thing is without profit,
Yeah.
and what you get out of it is being able to serve others.
I'm just serving as a without money. No any intention to take any profit, no any salary, nothing to do. But just our objection is to helpful for the person who is taking vipassana.
Wow, that's so amazing, guys. And why do you do this? Like, why do you want to serve others?
Because I like to the people understand the importance of life, and they are always giving the importance to other people, and they are sacrificing his life for others. But this vipassana is teaching to live for you, and it's a life-changing experience for all time.
Got it. But then you are doing things for others, right? You are helping others get the Vipassana course. Why are you doing it? What gets you out of bed? What motivates you to do it?
Moral is as well. I will get all the benefits because I'm teaching them religion.
That's true.
This vipassana.
That's
This is
true.
the best donation. Like
और एक चीज़ ये भी है
जी।
कि एक ही शिविर में एक कलेक्टर भी बैठा है और उसका क्लार्क भी बैठा है, दोनों को फैसिलिटी सेम है, कोई उसमें फ़र्क नहीं है, राजा हो या रंक हो, कोई सबके लिए सब कुछ सेम है, कोई स्पेशलिस्टी किसी के लिए नहीं है। आपके पास पैसा है फिर भी आप नहीं देना चाहते, कोई यहाँ ज़रूरत नहीं है, कोई आपसे मांगेगा नहीं, कोई पूछेगा भी नहीं आपसे। आपका मन से अगर आपका ऐसा हो कि भाई मुझे जो मिला है वो इतना बढ़िया है कि और लोगों तक पहुँचे, मेरे मन के अंदर कृतज्ञता जागी है, तो मैं ये दान दूँ, वो दान की रकम कोई भी हो सकती।
ठीक है भाई और बहनों, फिर अब हम अपनी ये कॉन्वर्सेशन को ख़त्म करना चाहेंगे, और बहुत बहुत आपका शुक्रिया, थैंक यू हमारे दर्शकों से शेयर करने के लिए, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। So the first question that I get from a lot of my subscribers is, how did I actually record this entire experience? So I had the camera initially for day 1 and 2, and remember I mentioned that on day 2 the instructor actually called me and asked me to submit all of my valuable items like the currency and my journal as well that I always keep with me. So once I gave this in, he also took my GoPro and then the 3 batteries that I had for the GoPro, and he said that he would give it to me on the last day. And for some of you, if you may also know that I mentioned that I got into a little bit of a standoff with the teacher, that was because of this, because I was really passionate about recording this experience and I wanted him to give it to me on the 9th day, but he insisted that he wanted me, rightly so, to have a really good experience and just wanted me to focus on the meditation piece of it and not be distracted in making the videos. So that's why he just gave it to me on the 10th day. So as soon as I got at around 10 o'clock my camera, and I'd already asked them to charge the camera so it's all ready to go, I came to my room and I just started recording. And initially I made sure that I did not shave, so I get one look, and then I had all these clothes already laundered and ready for me to go. So I would just take a t-shirt and then wear that t-shirt, and then after a while I actually shaved and I recorded that as well, if you recall from that clip. And then after that I was just changing the t-shirt that I was wearing again and again, and I was then reviewing what notes I had written, like on day 2, and what notes I had written on day 3 and day 4, how I felt. And I made sure that when I was talking about that day, I was speaking as if on day 2 I felt this, on day 3 I felt this. So it was actually the truth, but then the way my amazing editors were able to portray that, it felt like that I was recording it as I go along, but that wasn't true. Okay, so the next question is, could you talk to people throughout this course? So the answer is no. You cannot talk to anybody except for the volunteers and also the instructor. So you could talk to the instructor, obviously, because if you have a problem, or you're not getting the sensations, or you're not understanding the exact technique, then you could obviously talk to the instructor, but you cannot talk amongst yourself. And the reason for that is because what if you had a conversation that just really you start thinking about, and so that defeats the purpose. Because remember, you're doing this meditation so that not only you could practice controlling your mind, but you could let all of those strong reactions, those sankharas that are existing in your mind, to come to the surface, and then they go away. They become feebler and feebler and feebler. So that's the whole intent. So when you do extended meditation for many days and you do not add any more of the contents to your mind, then the ones from many, many years ago would come to the surface, and then you're able to process those, and then they go away. So it's really cool, and that's why you're not supposed to talk to anybody. So we showed one shot when I go for breakfast or something that I'm speaking with somebody, but that shot is taken on day 10. And on day 10, you can talk to anybody. So the next question is it allowed to write on the walls? Absolutely not. So when I gave away my journal, I'm in a habit of writing a journal every day. Initially, I had this newspaper that I had wrapped one of my shoes in, and then I took a pencil and started writing there. But then I saw that there was a tile on the wall, and that tile, if I would write with a pencil, I was able to scrub it off very, very easily with just a little bit of water. And so I was like, wow, this is great. And then I made sure that I didn't allow anybody to come to my room until the last day. And then by the time it was last day, I had already taken pictures because I had my phone, and then it was all, good. And yeah, nobody seemed to mind, but obviously you're not allowed to take notes or write a journal. Okay, the last question is, being a monk is or can not be the solution forever. Like one of my buddies is in Houston, he called me and said, hey, so are you suggesting that we just gotta be a monk then? I mean, can you live like a monk for the rest of your life, or is that what you want to do? So obviously that's not the answer. Like what you want to do is be able to get in that monk mode and achieve whatever goals you have, and then be able to switch in and out. Like, so you're able to achieve whatever goals you have by getting into that monk mode. So that's one. Secondly, like as a householder as well, there are certain things that you can practice, like getting rid of the craving and aversion and trying to stay equanimous and aware. So if you do those things, then that is the goal of this meditation. Not really becoming a monk and then, going door to door and asking for donation. No, that's not the life for most of us that we want to choose. It's, being able to get into that state of being a monk and really high focus for a period of time so you can achieve whatever goals you may have. So those are all the answers that I wanted to bring to you after doing this 10-day meditation course. Overall, as I mentioned earlier, this was a fantastic experience. This was a life-changing experience. Today, it's been now a week after I came back, and I still don't have any craving for vape, and it has become more and more feeble as days pass by. And I've just, I've been eating a little bit more than usual, but then I've been exercising more as well. And I feel like I've been very calm, composed. I mean, I still get mad every now and then at, people, but it's definitely a lot different. And what I've done from the day that I came back is that every day in the morning, I'm getting up really early and then doing 1 hour meditation. And then I try to do that in the evening as well, but at times I've had to skip it in the evening. And overall, very, very satisfied and highly recommended 10-day meditation course. If you get an opportunity to ever do it in your life, just grab it by the horn and make sure that you take advantage of it. Thank you everyone for watching this video, and also subscribe to my channel, because that's the only thing that I'm looking for. It doesn't cost you anything, but it just helps me a lot in continuing to bring such content to you, put in a lot of effort in researching and editing and bringing good content for you. So until next time, goodbye. Thank you. Bye.